website called Patmos History. It says in the year 96 AD, St. John the Divine was banished in Patmos by Emperor Domitianos, which would be Domitian Caesar, in punishment for having been preaching the Gospels in Ephesus. This is the reason why Patmos became the center of orthodoxy and has been renowned ever since. It was on this island that the apostle St. John the Divine wrote the Apocalypse, stating in the preface, "I resided in an island called Patmos to preach the will of God and show my faith in the martyrdom of Jesus Christ." During his exile, St. John the Divine lived in a cave, which is now called the Apocalypse Cave. After the death of the emperor in year 97 AD, John returned to Ephesus, where he lived to a ripe old age. A text entitled Journeys and Miracles of St. John the Divine, written by his disciple Prochorus, was accepted by Byzantine tradition and the Christians of Patmos.
Yeah, so he was exiled. So now there's no record. There's not been one scholar that came up with a record as to whether he actually got off the Isle of Patmos, where he was exiled by Emperor Domitian, which, by the way, is the brother of Titus. Now, you remember the history on Titus, how he took down our foreparents, and he celebrated it, man. And he went into the temple and stole the holy items and so forth, the candelabra, menorah, as they call it, the rams, there was a silver ram's horn. It was all gold, all kind of things, all right? And it was said that he used that, he used that to build these arenas and so forth. So they didn't give a, and like I said, they celebrated the fact that they took us down, all right? And that was also, Domitian was also the son of, he was the brother of Titus, and he was the son of Vespasian. These were three bastards, man. Right, they were known, that family line was known as the Flavian dynasty, all right? So that's history right there. That's some history in a nutshell based upon that year period. But like I said, there's no record of him coming off the Isle of Patmos and going out and prophesying again before peoples, kings, tongues, and so forth. So the conclusion is this: he never did it. That means it never happened. That means it's getting ready to happen. That means he's going to have to come back in the reincarnation, because it's obvious at about the age of 100, he was near death or about to die. And since they couldn't find any record of him going out there prophesying, he had to die, because more than about 2,000 years went by. So we know he's not 2,000 years old. He had to die. But there's, like I said, there's no record on it of him going out there prophesying. So when is he going to prophesy? Now, in the reincarnation, when the Most High raised him back up. Now, back at the main school, 1 West, the man that was deemed to be John the Revelator was Ariel. That's why we always say that Ariel going to come back. Now, that's something that was taught. That's something that we accept. And it's a matter of time whether that's going to be manifested or not. Because we are in the last days. I mean, we're that close. The Lord said in Matthew 24, the apostles asked him, what is the sign of the end and the sign of thy coming? He said, when you shall see wars and rumors of wars, earthquakes. Everything that he said is happening right now and is intensifying. Now, just to back up the point on reincarnation, because you have Hebrew Israelite groups out there that don't accept reincarnation. That's because they're not deep in the scriptures, and the spirit of the Most High, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, is not working with them. All right? I like the reader or the elder to get me Matthew's the 11th chapter and the 12th verse, 12 to about the 14th verse, and then immediately go from Matthew 11 to Matthew 17, verse 1 on down, and then go to Malachi 4.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 11, and verse 12. And from the days of John the Baptist until now, the kingdom of heaven suffered violence.
And by the way, the kingdom of heaven is the nation of Israel. We are the kingdom of heaven. So when the kingdom of heaven is established, you got these Edomites waiting for the kingdom of heaven. You're a damn fool, because the kingdom of heaven is the nation of Israel. And when the Most High establishes the nation of Israel, which is the kingdom of heaven, you're going to be in the kingdom, but you're going to play a slave in the kingdom. Go ahead.
It says, and from the days of John the Baptist until now, the kingdom of heaven suffereth violence, and the violent take it by force.
And the violent ones represent the Romans. The Romans took us down violently. Go ahead.
It says, for all the prophets and the law prophesied until John. And if you will receive it, this is Elias, which was for to come.
That's what the Lord said. That's what the Messiah said, Yahweh Shai. And if you receive it, if it can get through your thick head, your thick skull, if you can perceive it, if you can decipher it in your mind. And the reason why he made that statement before he said this is Elias, which is forth to come, because not everybody was going to get it, even to this day. Read that part again.
It says, and if you will receive it, this is Elias, which was for to come. He that hath ears to hear, let him hear.
Then he went on to say, he that have ears to hear, let him hear. So this is only for the ones that have understanding. That's why you got a lot of these idiots out here that are bugged out of their damn mind. All right? Go ahead.
Matthew chapter 17, verse 1. And after 6 days, Yahushua taketh Peter, James, and John his brother, and bringeth them up into an high mountain apart, and was transfigured before them. And his face did shine as the sun, and his raiment was white as the light. And behold, there appeared unto them Moses and Elias talking with him. Then answered Peter and said unto Yahushua, Lord, it is good for us to be here. If thou wilt, let us make here 3 tabernacles, one for thee, one for Moses, and one for Elias. While he yet spake, behold, a bright cloud overshadowed them, and behold, a voice out of the cloud which said, This is my beloved Son, in whom I am well pleased. Hear ye him. And when the disciples heard it, they fell on their face and were sore afraid. And Yahushua came and touched.
And by the way, that was also the fulfillment in Deuteronomy, 18 verses 15. Get that right quick. Because the ship that came down said, This is my beloved Son. Hear ye him. Did not Moses actually say that? Moses said, well, we're going to let the book speak. Go ahead.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 18, and verse 15. The Lord thy power will raise up unto thee a prophet from the midst of thee, of thy brethren, as like unto me. Unto him you shall hearken, according to all that thou desirest of the Lord thy power in Horeb in the day of the assembly, saying, Let me not hear again the voice of the Lord my power, neither let me see this great fire any more, that I die not. And the Lord said unto me, They have well spoken that which they have spoken. I will raise them up a prophet from among their brethren, like unto thee, and will put my words in his mouth, and he shall speak unto them all that I shall command him. And it shall come to pass that whosoever will not hearken unto my words, which he shall speak in my name, I will require it of him. But the prophet which shall presume to speak a word in my name, which I have not commanded him to speak, or that shall speak in the name of other gods, even that prophet shall die. And if thou say in thine heart, How shall we know the word which the Lord hath not spoken? When a prophet speaketh in the name of the Lord, if the thing follow not, nor come to pass, that is the thing which the Lord hath not spoken, but the prophet hath spoken it presumptuously, thou shalt not be afraid of him.
Yeah, because they got this thing going around about the year 2000 thing. But give me the book of Luke. Go ahead.
Luke chapter 17, verse 22. And he said unto the disciples, the days will come when you shall desire to see one of the days of the Son of Man, and you shall not see it.
So that's part of